So much for staying with us, Kakaki, the African Voice, this Wednesday. Time to shift into the next gear. And of course, that means that we are going into a Kakaki Cancer Awareness, which will be anchored by the CEO of Cormode Cancer Foundation, Dr. Denise Ejoh, who is joining us virtually now. And she will be talking to the founder of Okapi Children Cancer Foundation, Ambassador Kemi Adekanje, talking about building the future for children with cancer from diagnosis to dignity. Good morning, Dr. Denise.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Denise.
Good morning, Obi as well. I saw you last time. Good to see you. Looking good.
Thank you.
We're trying to be like you.
No. I'm learning to be like you guys. Don't you say I even had to wear Ankara today to try.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
All
right, take it away from here.
Thank you. Good morning, viewers. Good morning. Welcome to Kakakia Cancer Awareness, a program that brings.
See, you know that I'm reading the news now
about cancer.
Like I feel like this place is such a place where
our homes and
outsiders will be happy for you. Oh, in fact, when I started reading News Hour, my
Good morning and welcome to Kakaki Cancer Awareness, a program that brings real conversations about cancer into our homes and communities. I am Dr. Denise Ejoh, the CEO of Cormode Cancer Foundation, and today we shine a spotlight on a critical, often overlooked issue, childhood cancer in Nigeria. Together we fight, together we win. Every year, thousands of Nigerian children are diagnosed with cancer. For many families, their diagnosis comes with fear, confusion, and an overwhelming financial burden. Yet, behind these challenges, there are organizations and individuals working tirelessly to give children a fighting chance. Today with me is someone very special to me personally, whose passion and dedication have changed countless lives, especially in that Abuja. She is the founder and chief volunteer, I like that title, of the Okapi Children's Cancer Foundation, a non-profit committed to improving the lives of children battling cancer in Nigeria. Inspired by the loss of her brother, she has turned her pain into purpose, leading advocacy, awareness, and fundraising efforts that provide real hope for families. Please join me as I welcome Kemi Adekanje, founder of Okapi Children's Cancer Foundation.
Good morning, Dr. Denise.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for having me here. Very good
for you to have eventually come on. It's taking me how many years to get you here? Eventually.
I'm so sorry.
No. I'm very happy.
I'm really honored to be here today.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, what are we focusing on? Our topic today is from diagnosis to dignity. And we should all agree, children deserve dignity in this journey. So, building a future for children with cancer. Okay, so sit back, relax. Together we fight, together we win. We are going to continue. We're going to have a fantastic conversation today because this month is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. To all those who don't know. So, Kemi, you are also currently pursuing a Ph.D. on childhood cancer awareness and mortality reduction in Nigeria.
Yes, I am.
Aligning with academic research with your life's mission. That's great. I really applaud you on this one. This is truly inspiring. I will not lie. We are honored to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
I champion your back now, you see. In this cancer journey, I got PhD. So you too.
That's good.
Yeah, I got it in 2020. Wow. So
wow. Okay.
Let's go. First question I have for you.
Yeah.
Your foundation has become a strong voice for children with cancer in Nigeria. What inspired you personally to start the Okapi Children's Cancer Foundation?
Okay, thank you so much. I've said this story so many times, and it always gets me emotional. Okay, so my brother was Okapi, and he was diagnosed with liver cancer in 2016. He sadly passed on in May of 2017, and during the course of his treatment, he met a little child who had cancer, and they got talking. He was basically given his cancer was caught quite late, at stage 4, so he had basically been told there was not much they could do for him apart from palliative care. So he got talking with the child. He was upset, obviously. He could have to live with young children, his wife, and everybody. And the boy said to him, "At least you've lived your life. You're 50. I'm just 8, and I'm going to die in, 6 months?" According to doctors. And we got talking about that. And for me, that was surreal because I had never heard of childhood cancer as at 2016. I never knew that existed. And I said to him, maybe it's an autoimmune disease. Pardon my, because obviously he lived in the UK. So I thought I had never seen a Nigerian child with cancer. So he encouraged me, to go find out and actually check if children have cancer in Nigeria. I went to National Hospital. That was September of 2016. And honestly, the wards were full, like all sorts of different cancers. I was there to comfort them, but at the end of the day, they were comforting me. It was hard. It was a hard thing. And I went back and told him what I found. And he sent me 100,000 and said, just take it to children and just give them some sort of hope. I took that money there. This was maybe 2 weeks after the first visit, and by the time I got back, half the children I met had passed on. And that was another huge challenge for me. I'm like, what? We shared that money, and honestly, I haven't looked back since then. It's just been going from one person to another, give me 1,000, give me 2,000, And that's how the journey started. It's been 8 years now, and we haven't looked back. From that 100,000, we have raised over 70 million from 100,000 till date for children battling cancer. So that's how the journey started, really.
Even I have to pat your back. I have to say I hail you,
Thank you.
It's a lot of people that we hear about have not lived it. And family and friends, I believe, live it. Especially family. They live it because you actually start seeing your own family dying. And there's nothing you can do. And then you've got to. So I really applaud you. Keep going. I'm behind you anyway. You know that any day.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. When a child is first diagnosed, families often face shock and fear.
Yeah.
From your experience, and you just tried to show you just explain how you felt. Now, from your experience, what's the biggest struggle that the parents you've encountered in their first days? What have you noticed? Or is there a pattern? Is there a way? Is there an emotion? What is it? I mean, if you ask me about this cancer patient, I can tell you, but as a family member, I can't tell you.
From what I have experienced, it will be fear, especially for parents whose children have been diagnosed with cancer. I think that is possibly the worst thing any parent could hear. Your child has cancer. And there seems to be there's not a lot of awareness on childhood cancer. So most people hear childhood cancer and they instantly think of death. They instantly think this child is not going to make it. We have had parents abandon their children. We have had fathers abandon their children. We have had mothers abandon their children. I have almost turned into a marriage counselor, having to convince parents to stay together. It does not mean it's a death sentence. It does not, fine. You most likely go bankrupt, but there's support and there's help. So I think fear and uncertainty is the biggest thing. I have a family, the very first child we actually supported, at his diagnosis, his father actually gave the mother a choice, either the child or the marriage, and of course she decided to stay with her child. The man left. The child is a survivor today. and the man is trying to come back now. So these are some of the things that we face on a daily basis. I've had a mother who left the child even after, the child had been treated, she had been cured, the mother left, the father is paralyzed on one side. So he has to take care of that child. Luckily, she's doing very well now, but he has other children to take care of, and he's basically on one leg. So there's a lot of emotional issues that come with childhood cancer diagnosis. The whole family suffers. The siblings suffer. The parents suffer. The marriage suffers. Education suffers. There's a lot. It's a lot to take on for anybody, any family.
It's very interesting you talk like this, because whenever I think about us as patients, we are the I think exactly what you just said. The family suffers, the family children suffer, the school fees suffers, the funding for the house suffers. And now you are saying also that the family also goes through the same thing. So you now look at two elements of a family suffering the same thing.
Yeah.
And most probably, I can guarantee you, they don't talk about it together. Exactly. Everybody talks about it individually. Because let's keep going. it just sometimes that's why I actually enjoy this, because it's helped me to really learn, not just about what I see, but about what other people go to. Now you talked about something that is very big. Finance. Funding remains a huge barrier in cancer. Now I can imagine, based on what you're saying, or rather I can't imagine based on what you're saying, barrier in childhood cancer. So how do families cope with treatment costs? And what role has your foundation played in bridging this gap? And I'm very specific when I say treatment costs, because childhood cancer is not, I don't know how, is not in CHF. What's it called? Cancer Health Fund. It's not there.
Yeah. It's childhood cancer. In any economic setting, cancer at all is expensive. So when you have children, and for some reason, I don't know, maybe people who are weller or better to do, they tend to take their children abroad and all of that. But most of the children we have encountered here in our partner hospitals, they come from low income backgrounds, like really low, where they have to even struggle to feed on a regular day. So imagine even thinking about transportation costs, because sometimes we're like, okay, we're going to pay for your medical bills, but you need to take yourself to the hospital. Some people can't even afford that. There's the education aspect of it. There's the social aspect of it. There's so many things that finance has to do, even apart from the treatment cost. But when we even talk about treatment cost, I know for a fact, to treat a child with cancer, even caught in early stages, we're looking at nothing less than 5 million. That is huge for anybody. I usually tell people, I think I'm pretty okay. I have a good job and all that, but I usually say, God forbid, as we say in Nigeria, if my child is diagnosed with cancer, I would probably go bankrupt. There's so many things that you have to consider. We as a foundation try to make it a holistic experience for these families. Apart from paying for medical bills as much as we can, we also offer psychosocial support. Children's Day, we're there with them. December, end of year, just really taking the festivities to the children at the hospitals. We also currently have some children on our educational scholarship scheme, because obviously with childhood cancer, you're going to be out of school for a couple of years. And by the time cancer is over, the parents have probably gone back home. The marriage has probably packed up, so it's left with one parent to then take care of the educational bills. So we try to take that burden off them. Thank God cancer is gone. You can now go back to school with your dignity, with your pride, and continue from where you left. So we have some children on our educational scholarships as well. We also, as part of our financial intervention, we support parents of children economically. We have set up businesses for some parents who lost their businesses during the course of cancer treatment. We've had a father who sadly lost his child, but he also lost his business. He was a nail technician, so we basically set him back and got him a shop at Wholesale market, just so at least he can continue life from where he stopped.
Wow, because I'm very aware, I always say this, and people sometimes think it's like commonized. When I say a cancer patient or cancer patients are the most expensive begging community, it's not about the patient alone. It's the impact it has on the family, on life, and if you don't have funds, you can't do it. Now, I'm going back to the same question. Currently in Nigeria, we don't have a funding mechanism. Or maybe I'm wrong, so educate me, because you're the one that knows. For children, you are saying you pay.
Yes.
You raise money. So
yes.
Is there nothing, seriously now?
Currently, there is nothing. I know the federal government recently announced to include children on the Cancer Health Fund, but we're still waiting for implementation of that. I think that would go a long way. The budget seems quite lean, but it's a step in the right direction because as of when we started 8-9 years ago, there was absolutely nothing. So whatever it is the federal government is bringing to the table now, it would do some good. It would take some burden off foundations that gain this from, solely from fundraising, crowdfunding efforts. It would also help some parents as well. But we're still waiting for implementation.
Okay, so looking forward now. See.
Yes.
We got you. Okay. So looking forward now. Firstly, I'm going to ask you 2 questions because I'm about to close. What's looking ahead? What is your vision for the future of the childhood cancer care in Nigeria? And how can everyday Nigerians be part of that? Because the next thing we're going to talk about what you are doing as we close.
Yes, okay. My vision, honestly, is to see childhood cancer being placed as a national priority. There's really, at the moment, I would say, almost no intervention, almost no support for childhood cancer, even in terms of awareness, in terms of financial support. There's almost nothing, so NGOs struggle to do the little that they can, but without government support, we can only take it so far. So I'd like to see there to be more intervention, more support, more awareness, more partnerships, more collaborations in terms of childhood cancer in Nigeria. It would really absolutely go a long way.
And before I close, I want to say very carefully that yes, I agree with you on your care and your vision. And to note that, do you know that I did research? I could only find 4 childhood cancer organizations dedicated to children in Nigeria. I'm still doing homework. That is not good. But you have a big event coming up, and I know the children are going to enjoy it, and I know you are going to enjoy it, and I'm very sorry. If I can, I may, God works in mysterious ways. But tell us what's happening now as we get round up the program.
Yes. Okay, so we're in September now, and September has been internationally recognized as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So it's basically a month to show love, give hope to children battling cancer. This will be our 9th edition of Childhood Cancer Walk. So we'll be taking up from Jabinik Mall on the 20th of September 2025 by 7 a.m. It's a 6-kilometer walk. It's not that long. So we invite everyone to please join us. Apart from the walk, there's going to be music, there's fun, there's food, there's networking, there's free health checks, so there's a lot to gain from it personally, and also it'll be an avenue for everyone to actually get involved with childhood cancer awareness and support indirectly.
It has been awesome having a chat with you this morning. Thank you, Kemi, for sharing your journey and the incredible work that you are doing with the Okapi Children's Cancer Foundation. I really off my heart to you, because I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I can't come near the hospital where the children are. It's not possible. We have to know where our limits are. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dennis. Thank you for having me here. I'm honestly so honored to be here. Thank you.
It's been nice having you. What stands out today is that childhood cancer is not just a medical issue, it's a societal one. Families need financial, emotional, and community support, and we as Nigerians cannot continue to look away. At the Cormode Cancer Foundation, we believe that no child should be left to have to fight this cancer journey alone. As a cancer survivor, I can tell you it's not easy. And no parent should have to choose between saving their children or putting food on the table, which has become a standard. So to our viewers out there, here's how you can help. Support local organizations. You see, I just checked how many we could find. We only have 4 that I know of in Nigeria. But today, Okapi Cancer Foundation is doing theirs. So can you donate to the ones local to you? I know of 3 that I can definitely say to you, wherever you are in Nigeria, please find out what's going on. Okapi is based in Abuja. Children living with cancer is based in Lagos. And there's one Akanimo in south area of Nigeria. So I told you I did homework. And Doctors, apparently, I understand, is also. So any of those, please help them. This month, they need to raise enough money to help until we can get childhood cancer into the budget. And so with that, today's program has reminded us all that from diagnosis to dignity, every child deserves the future filled with hope. Once again, a big, huge thank you to Kakaki AIT, to you, our guest, Kemi Adekanje, the founder of Okapi Children's Cancer Foundation. You can connect with her foundation on social media at Okapi CCF, right? To learn how to donate or volunteer. And you can join us again on our program, Cormode Cancer Foundation, on all our social media handles, Cormode Cancer Foundation, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I think everything. I think they're all there. You can find us on there. I am Dr. Denise Ejoh. Until then, until we see you soon, let's keep building in Nigeria where children with cancer can live, thrive, and dream again. Thank you for joining us today. Our message is very clear. Together we'll fight. Together we win.